What's up, gentlemen? It's your boy John, coming to you again with another video. Do you know that you're going to be successful one day? Do you know that? Because if you don't know that, your boy John here is here to tell you that you are going to be successful one day. And here's why. I just got recommended a pretty good Quora post. Alright, and the question was, what are the hallmarks of someone who is going to be successful one day? And this was pretty interesting because almost every point that was listed in this answer was something that I was consciously working on. Because we know, deep down in our hearts, as men, what's stopping us from being the best version of who we can be. We know. We don't need the internet, we don't need other people. Yes, we do need mentors, okay? We need mentors to guide us, we need mentors to bring us into the right direction. But we don't need all of that jazz where we're talking about the internet and books upon whatever. It's a waste of time. We use these things generally not to find out what's wrong with us, we use it to fix what's wrong with us. Because we already know what's up, we already know what we need to work on. We already know where we're falling short. We just want the information on how to then get out of this little bottom rut that we're in and to get to a higher dimension. Most of the time, the bottom rut that we're in has got nothing to do with the external world. It's all to do with how we feel about ourselves, in the sense of we feel like shit, we feel like we can't accomplish anything, we feel blah blah blah, insert whatever you want. So most of the time it's a inner dialogue that we want to try and fix so that we can become, by nature, better men, better human beings, better members of society. So why are you going to be successful? Well, number one, gentlemen, because you're doing NoFap. And what's the key word in NoFap? The key word is no. NoFap is the biggest way of gaining self-discipline. Self-discipline is the master of all virtues. It's called moderation. It's called... it's literally called self-discipline. That's it. There's no other word to it. Self-discipline is the highest virtue. And what are you doing in NoFap? Well, in NoFap, you are denying yourself indulgent pleasures. You are denying yourself and you are saying no to yourself to something that you enjoy doing. You enjoy it, let's be honest here. You enjoy fapping. I mean, everyone enjoys fapping. That's why we used to do it. It's an enjoyable activity. Is it a productive activity? Is it an activity that has long-term success attached to it? Is it an activity which is going to bring you success? The answer to that, all gentlemen, is no. Which is why we're doing NoFap. Because we know that it is a destructive habit. Does it feel good? Yes. Does it do good? No. Big difference, right? Does it feel good? No. Does it do good? No. So, the ability to say no to yourself cultivates self-confidence because you are choosing from free will what's good for you and what's bad for you and what you want to follow and what you want to not follow. So, you are gaining the skill of discernment. Discernment is another highest virtue in the Bible, in Stoicism, in almost any moral philosophy that I can think of. Discernment, the ability to judge what's right and wrong, is the highest virtue. Gentlemen, most people nowadays don't have the ability to judge right from wrong. They don't. They don't even pick up a fucking book. If you tell someone that I read books, if you say I read books, they'll call you a bookworm. They'll say you're a nerd. They'll say you're this and that. And then you ask them a simple question. When you ask them something about morals, or you ask them something about ethics, and you see how their answers are always so egotistic, so fruitless, they don't have a lot of depth to their answers. There's no soul when they talk. There's no good energy at all that comes out of them, because these people are just soulless human beings. They're not soulless, they're drained. Drained human beings who they're not aware of their potential, okay? But let's not talk about other people. We're not going to talk about external things that we can't control, right? That's the habit that we're creating here. So the ability to say no and discernment, self-discipline, is already cultivated in the act or the discipline of NoFap. Number 2, being aware of emotions, emotional intelligence. Okay, I always talk about emotions, I always talk about emotional intelligence, I talk about mental emotional conditioning. But that little book, or not the book, the post that I saw, it said that if you've got the ability to be able to take negative emotions and use it for a goal, to use it for a productive end, you are already on the path to success. When you feel pissed off, when you feel angry or depressed, what do? Do you sit on the couch or the bed and do you laze away? Do you rot away? Or do you get the fuck out of your bed and you go for a walk? Because you're doing something. You're doing something productive. You are getting a chance for your mind to think a bit clearly. The couch is the death of ambition, gentlemen. The bed is the death of life. You rot in your own self-composed corpse. Or sorry, not corpse. Your own self-encompassed funeral bed. Okay, that's what your bed becomes. It becomes a grave. So don't ever laze in your bed. Don't laze on the couch. Don't do it. Don't do it, because it's the death and the killer of ambition. When you feel pissed off, when you feel angry, when you feel sad, don't ever laze on your bed. Don't ever let that emotion just fester and eat away and rot your insides, because that's what it does. That's what these emotions do. The flatline, all I wanted to do was stay at home because the emotions were so intense. What did I do every day I was out in the forest and making a video? For you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It was not easy, but I did it because I had to do it anyway. I did it because my purpose was calling me, and it doesn't matter how bad I felt. I had to go for my walk, get my daily exercise, and make my daily video. I had to do it. Otherwise, I would lose every bit of sanity if I didn't. And I would truly then go back to probably how I was a few months ago. Probably 3, 4, 5 months ago now. So I've made a lot of improvements in the last 5 months, but there's always, a single day can wreck my progress. A single day, a single moment can wreck my progress. That's the honest truth about it. Okay, so emotional intelligence is another one. You are aware of your emotions and other people's emotions, and you have the ability to take your emotions, and rather than let them use you, you've got the ability to use them for your own needs. And that makes you powerful. Okay?